We'll do a little warm up because I haven't done any warm up yet, so I might as well do it on the video. Then we'll have, like I say, a little stretch, and then we'll go into some skills and drills. We will cover all our basics as well. Little dragons, be my guest if you're doing this at home. Do the basics, but if you're a little dragon, remember you do not need the proper turn. You are welcome to have a go at it. Be my guest, but you don't need the turn, but I will be doing it with the turns as well. Okay, so we're going to bow in. Okay, and we're going to start with some stars. Because I like stars, rather than jogging, to be brutally honest, it's a nicer exercise. I'm going to do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to go feet wide. We're going to do 5 squats. Go. 1, nice and quick. 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then back to stars. Go. Now normally, if you've been on my general fitness sessions, you'll know that when we're doing squats and things like that, I like to do them quite slowly, and then hold at the bottom of the dip and stuff like that, simply because it gets your muscles engaged for longer. Because this is general warm-up, we're going to speed through them, because I want it a little bit more cardio, rather than like muscle tension and muscle building, yeah? And back to those wide feet, keep them hands in, again we'll do 5 more, ready? And 1, and back up, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lovely. Now we're doing the side for a bit of a change. Hit them stars again. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wide feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then back to the other side. Go. Hit them stars. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wide feet, so that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Now, we're just going to get our arms going a little bit. So we will go to a jog. We're going to punch down as we go. And we're going to do these in sort of 6 to 8 second little bursts. And then we're going to change our hand motion. You're just going to keep your feet going. Okay. So punch it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Forwards. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. 5, 4, climbing the ladder. 3, 2, and 1, and then back down. 5, 4, I think I went to 10 then. I thought, no, I said 6s. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Forwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then high. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Now you can keep that jog going. And then we're going to do little 5 second bursts of picking our knees up. So little jog and high knees. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little jog. Keep them legs going. Jogging, 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 jogging. And high knees. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then back to jogging. Jogging, jogging, jogging. And we'll do one more set. Again, put them knees up nice and high. Level your belly and your waist if you can. And go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then slow right down, shake legs off. It's a lot for a Saturday morning, I know. And we'll start with some gentle stretches. So we're going to go down into this sort of squat position. I always call it like a frog. Like that. Okay, try and do it, your hands on the floor, it's cheating. One leg out to the side. Now I'm going to move it to the edge of my live screen. Okay, so I'm just show, remind us of a foot shape. It should be toes up, okay, to the ceiling. If you're rolling your foot and you're trying to be like this, it's not going to stretch what it's supposed to along the back of your leg. It's got zero stretch, but it does put quite a bit of pressure on your hip. Don't do that. It ends up with bad hips, okay? Toes up, only hips out, and then again, try and touch them toes. If we can, try and keep your head up, okay? Stretch high, okay? you can lean. I don't mind if you get like go that way, but try and lean from your waist. If we're just kind of dipping our shoulders and like trying to reach like a hunching your back, again, bad posture. Okay, lean from your waist. Helps with your flexibility and your muscle structure. Right from the back of your leg, always kind of like half over your back, around your waist. Okay, things like that, rather than hunching and damaging like your higher vertebrae up here. Rather not do that. Okay, and then carefully we're going to swap. Okay, we should still be on the screen. There you go. So toes up, get your balance, get your posture, one hand down, and then say just reaching forward for that foot, but try not to hunch forwards. Keep your head up and lean from your waist. Much better way to stretch. Okay. Then what we do, we put our hands in the middle. We're going to straighten our legs out. Okay. Notice it's not a box split. Yeah, you should be able to stand up like this. Okay, but all you're doing is keeping your hands on the floor and pushing your bum back so that it straightens your legs. Okay, so my bum is just behind the line of my heels without falling over. Don't tip yourself. Okay. From there, we go back to the first one. Hopefully this time you get a little bit further, just stretch a little bit past your toes. Grab the underside of your foot if you can. Like I say, just leaning into that stretch. And then we swap. And same deal, again, you want to lean forward. Try and underhook that foot if you can. Okay, but don't hunch your back, lean from your waist. And then hands to centre. And again, hands down for support, bum high, but push your bum back and lean into the stretch. Now I know some people can do it by taking the hands on the floor and just leaning completely forwards, that's fine. Okay, but if you're not used to this sort of stretch, you go dunk, and just fall over, so be careful. Okay, next set, we're going to do some knee hugs and up to the bum kind of stuff. I'm going to do these two ways. I'm going to do the easy way first, which looks very silly, but it's good if you have balance issues, and then I'll do a second set standing. Okay, so first one, we're going to pull our knee up to our chest. You're going to lay down for this. Okay, hang onto your leg and hug it tight. Okay, now if you can bring it straight up the centre towards your chin and hold it, and it just sits on top of your chest. If you're extra flexible or you wish to do it this way, take your knee just out to the side and try and stick it in your armpit. But key point, your other foot, the one you're not stretching, heel stays on the floor. Okay, I'm going to spin round. Like I said, these do look a little bit silly, but they do help if you have balance issues. As I say, you pull this up, wiggle into the middle. So onto your chest, and it sits on your chest, or you pull it to the side, right up to your armpit, but this heel stays down. If we start going like that, you stick waving your foot in the air, you get much less stretch because your hips close back down. Okay, keep one heel on the ground, other one pull up to your chest. Okay, and then we just swap sides and back there. There you go, and you hold it. Okay, heel down. If this knee has got bend in it, you get some stretch. You can straighten it even better. Okay, but you support your foot, your ankle, whatever it takes to squeeze this in tight. Okay, like I say, recently I've been doing a little bit more flexibility work, because obviously we're not in classes, so I can feel myself getting less flexible. So I'm trying to make sure I've got some home routines to do, just to keep me working. Okay. Next one, like I say, you're going to look very silly doing this if you do this at home, but pulling the heel up to the bum, all you're going to do is just going to roll onto your belly, pick your foot up, hang on to it, and help it to touch your bum. That's it. Okay, you can look very dashing while you're doing this, or very silly. Okay, but all it does is it stretches from top of your, like just underneath your hip, top of your groin area, right down to your knee. Okay, so all that area is massive stretch, which for us, considering we're obviously Taekwondo based and kind of kick heavy, it does mean that it really helps the elasticity in your leg muscles. So you'll end up getting a better lockout on your kicks, you get a good solid thrust when it comes to side kicks, front kicks, back kicks, etc. And you can get a really good snap on your round kicks. Okay, then we're going to rotate on the foot. Okay, and just pull it up. Get your heel to touch your bum if you can. Hang on to the foot. But again, toes of the leg that I'm not stretching are on the ground. If I'm doing this, it's not quite as good, okay? One leg down, one leg up, flatten yourself out, lay on your stomach and your chest. Okay? Yeah. Now, I'm going to go through them again, but you do them from standing. Now, if you need to lean on something, you can, but again, you just want to hold them in tight, squeeze them. This is where your balance comes in. Now, I probably will trip over these trousers. They're a bit long, okay? But we want to hold on tight, okay? Pull it up, rely on your balance, get your centre. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down, and then you swap to the other leg. This is the one I'm going to wobble on. Oh yeah. So I'll wiggle out of frame. 5, 4, 3, 2, there we go. 1, hold it for 2 more seconds. 1, 2. It's always that. Yeah, I'm so used to kicking right-legged, it means my balance on my left leg is quite good. When I'm trying to swap, it's a bit weird. Okay? And the other one I said, just pull up to your bum, try and find your centre, hang on to that foot, and get heel to bum. Okay? Doesn't really matter which way your knee points. I know some people do it kind of knee out like this, but I find that your balance goes. So I'd rather keep my knees nearly together, and then squeeze that foot in. Okay, and then we swap. Again, this is the one that I'm going to wiggle around on a bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and down. Now there is one more that you can do from standing. You can't do it particularly laying down. Not particularly, there is a way, but I'll show you that in a second. Some people like to fold their foot inwards. So you hang onto your foot, and it's sort of half a cross-legged shape. So you bring your heel to your opposite hip-ish. So you're wobbly. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then down. I was showing this years ago, and we didn't do it very much. And it sort of could come back around. Kieran in particular, Mr. Patel, if you're in Kieran's Monday class, or it used to be Wednesday class, does this one a lot. And you do notice that he is exceptionally good at kicking. Might be correlated, don't know. Yeah. This one I've got to be careful because this is my bad ankle, so I don't want to hang on to all of my foot and then pop it out of joint again. Okay. So I've got to make sure I support my ankle for this one, get my heel in, rather than just hang on to my foot. Because like I say, this is the one where my joint's bad, and I keep dislocating it because the joint fibres in the actual joint is very, very weak on my left foot. So this is why you notice that sometimes I do something, or sometimes I do something and it kind of buckles a bit. That's why I've got a really weak joint on the left ankle these days. Be super careful with it, which is often why you see for a couple of weeks I'll end up with having an ankle strap on. Because if I've got the ankle strap, man, it just supports the joint because I'm a bit accident prone. Okay? But some people, no, this is one that I used to be able to do when I was a kid and I can't now. But that one that I've just mentioned, I say you can do it sitting down. But people that can sit in, what's it called, lotus, and have feet on top of legs. Ow. So I've got to be very careful with this ankle. But if you can sit with your feet on top, that's the same stretch roughly as that standing one doing one leg at a time. Okay, but like I said, I've just got to support that one so I don't roll it or pop it. Okay? But if you can sit like that, really, really good for, like I say, outer hip muscles here at the joint. You've just got to be careful with the stretch because it's slightly more aggressive if you're going to sit in lotus and you're not used to it. Okay? Someone has said something, I can't see what it is. Oh, excellent, cool. Brilliant. Hello! Okay, so we've done a little bit of a warm up, we've done a little bit of stretching. So now we're going to go into some syllabus bits. Okay, so things I want to cover. Okay, number one, as I promised, I will rerun basics, just your 6 basic hand blocks or hand techniques. If you're a little dragon and doing this at home, or you see this later because it will go onto YouTube. If you're one of my little dragons, first 2 blocks, so block 1, block 2 and block 4, you know, down, up and middle, but you just haven't done that twisty turn. Yeah, you haven't done the proper turn yet. So you're welcome to try it. You don't need it if you're a little dragon. Everybody else, do the turns when you get to a block that you don't know. So if you're, say, a red belt, you're not going to know Chunda Maki and double Sudamaki. Give it a go. Okay, try your absolute best. It will help you in the long run. When we're back in classes, when we're going through gradings, yeah, doing all the usual stuff. Okay? Carry on. Bow. Chumbi. Hand and Maki, downward block to start. Again, for the high grade, you'll notice I'm going through the Korean as well, because when you get to purpley brown belt, you kind of need it, because that's what your grading is called in. No dual language, you don't get English and Korean. When you're up at brown belt, Korean only. Okay? We're not too mean, we do call them in order, so just learn the order, you'll be alright. Okay? But if you can kind of back it up with understanding what the Korean is, kind of helps. Okay? So, hand and Maki, downward block. Onto shoulder, elbow to elbow. 1, 2, 3. Turn. 1, 2. What do you change feet? 3. And turn. Okay. Now, again, I have limited room. I've only got 3 meters. And doing 3 and turn, 3 and turn needs 4 meters. So you will notice me shuffling stances or taking short stances, just so I can fit it in. I've got enough space. Okay, and Chumbi, Chukyo Maki, upward block. Yeah, protect your head like an umbrella. Remember that angled arm. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and the turn. 1, 2, 3, and you turn. Lovely. Okay. Next one. Sudomaki Pando Chirugi, chop, reverse punch, or technically, as it's Sudomaki, it is knife hand or knife block, punch. Okay, ready, and 1, 2, 3, turn. 1, 2, 3, turn. Yeah. You know these. Easy peasy. Okay. Remember, when you're doing your chop punch, whatever foot you're stepping with, that is your chopping hand. Punch on the end without changing your feet. 2 moves every step. Okay. Obviously, when beginners start learning this, they're so used to going 1 move per step. They try and go chop punch, chop punch. Yeah, all they know. Wrong. Okay. 1 step, 1, 2. 2 step, 1, 2. Okay, that's the way around. Moving on, Yacht Maki, middle block, under, around, not under and flick. Okay, do remember the difference? This is wrong, rubbish. That is correct. Under and around. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, turn. 1, 2, 3, turn. Easy peasy. Then into the last 2 blocks that are in our syllabus, and like I say, after this, it does not change until you get to black belt. I'll run 2 of the blocks as black belt basics in a moment, just so you can see the difference. It doesn't really change much, but some people might want to have a go at that at home. If you have a block preference, now's your chance to comment and say, could you show me the black belt version of this block or that block? Okay, put it in the comments and I'll pick one. Okay, otherwise I'll pick them at random. Okay, should be double Sudomaki, double knife hand block, only 1 in the back stance. Ready, 1, 2, 3, turn. 1, 2, 3, turn. Okay, again, easy peasy. Now I know it doesn't look like it, but I will remind people, first block will always be with your left. And it doesn't look like it because it's mirrored, but first block will always be with your left. When you turn, your right foot is the one that turns. Reverse, you go with your heel. Okay, don't try to go a long way round, and don't go, what some people do, is they try and go twist and step. Okay, so if you're still a lower grade, you're still learning these blocks, remember, you step with your left for your first block, and you only have 1 movement for that twist, not a step on the end, okay, just the twist, okay. Last one, Chundan Maki, and 1, 2, 3, turn all the way, then slam it back in. 1, 2, turn all the way, that's not English, all the way around, and then slam the door shut. Okay, now by the look of it, no one has commented a block. Nope. So I'll pick. So when you get to black belt, when you get to first dan, blocks change, and you have to add a punch on the end. So we're already kind of half used to this with Sudamaki Pando Chirugi, chop reverse punch. Okay, all the other blocks become that. Okay, now something like say upper block, I'll pick an easy one. It's really simple because the block bit doesn't change. Yeah, you do your upper block and then you do your punch. Okay, easy peasy. Things that you have to note when you get to that level is that your punching hand must become your block. So you've got to recoil and do the loop quite quick. Okay, if we end up going block punch and then we step and just go boop, and that's it, it's not got much oomph behind it. So it does need to kind of come back a bit to then recircle and recycle into the next one. Okay, so I'll give that one as an example. So step forward, you come up, punch, will be a black belt upper block. And then when we take the next step, this one kind of recoils to rechamber for that upper block. Okay, so we come round, then you punch, buff. And then we do it again. Okay, so we come round, bam, and then up. Okay, high block, punch it, but it must sweep. Okay, the main thing we get our lower grades to learn when it comes to upper block is it must cover your centre line. If we are doing upper block by going dink, and it goes outside in, you have blocked nothing. Yeah, it's designed so either something coming downwards is an obvious example, but it's unlikely. Okay, that you come up to meet it. Okay, or it's something coming straight at your face, neck, top of chest, this kind of area. Something's coming here, and you're scooping it above and out the way. Okay, so it could be something like a high punch, something like that. You just scoop it out of the way of your face. Their hand goes up, you punch underneath. Yeah, traditional stuff. Okay, if we say a high front kick, then you push that foot over there, wee, and hopefully they fall over. Okay, but it's not good enough to go boom, boom, yeah, and do this sort of weird. I don't even know what to call that. It looks rubbish. Okay, it has to come up the centre. So when we do it with a punch on the end, it has to be the same. We have to go up the centre, punch, up the centre, punch, centre, punch, centre, punch. Okay, it has to have that motion. It has to be functional for its purpose. Okay, before we do the punch, it's no good then just like cheating and going bink, because that again, that's sort of very outsidey from a punch, and you're missing half your centre line. Okay, rechamber it and be big. Make sure the blocker's got doing its job. Okay. The second one I'm going to do is Chundan Maki at the top of the blocks. This one, because that is the one that most people get wrong when they start having to put a punch on the end. It's awkward. Okay, so we'll go open to close as we always did. That counterbalance arm comes back to become the punch. Now, because from here I'm going to step and my punch becomes my block, same as all the others, I then have to think this one has just gone out, it's got to come back, to go back the way it came to then punch. Okay, this is very much a sort of shuffly inny outy sequence when you're doing black belt basics. Okay, it's a little awkward. Okay, so we go open to close, punch. Then that's got to come back to block, to swap for the punch. Open, close, punch. Open, close, punch. Okay. Turn is just as tricky. Okay, once you get to the end and you're here, then you go open, turn, block, punch. Yeah? Because the way the block is engineered, it goes against every other style of block. Everything else comes in to go out. Yeah? In to go out, in to go out, in to go out. This goes out to come in. So you've got practically double the amount of waist and shoulder motion going backwards and forwards between blocks and punches to get the work done. So when you get Chundan Maki, it is deliberately more difficult because it's the highest grade block that we have. Okay, we have quite a narrow blocking system when it comes to traditional blocks. Those are the 6 that we have. Obviously you notice other blocks and things come out when we're doing patterns, things like double blocks, double open hand blocks, I do that one forwards. The double block that's like a grip break. Dosan blocks, yeah, folds come out. Yeah, we don't do those in line. We don't get you walking up and down the hall going doing motorbike blocks or doing Dosan combinations. Okay. However, if you want to get really good at certain sequences and motions within patterns, you can adapt them to basics. You've just got to think outside the box a little bit. So if you're, let's pick a weird kata, hang on, Chungun, purple belt pattern. That at the end has pole blocks, these, okay? Starts back of the rib, thumbs out, only time you ever have thumbs out. One hand up, one hand down, get a bit closer. That shape, big box, okay? You can adapt that like a knife block, okay? Double Sudamaki here. If you want to get really good at your pole blocks and get lots of practice in, you could start from your Chung V, jam on your hip, pole block, other hip, pole block, practice your back stands, practice your pole blocks. Okay? You can adapt anything that's in a pattern to basics. Okay? It just takes a little bit more thought, ingenuity, creativity to get it to do what you want. Okay? But just the same as you can go to competitions these days and do creative patterns, and you can adapt anything you like to put into a pattern and do it a certain way. Okay? So there's a lot of freedom these days on what you can and can't do. So if you want to do creative patterns, that's something you can work on at home. Okay? I did a little bit of that in the past, not a lot. It's really good fun though. Okay? So if you want to get creating and then go compete with what you created, that's pretty cool. Go do that. Yeah, shows you thinking about your martial arts. Okay, what we're going to do is, we're going to do a quick 10 seconds. I'm going to stop and start the big camera. Have a drink if you need it, if you're doing this at home. And then we'll go into a few combinations and things I want to talk about for our main syllabus, guys. Okay? Easy peasy. Right. Combination and kicking stuff. Because again, we're Taekwondo based, we're kick heavy. When it comes to kicking, fundamentals, basic mechanics of kicking will see you through 80% of your gradings. 100% at the beginning when you're learning your kicks. Up at black belt level, first cue, that kind of stuff. 80% of your kicking, okay, if you are fundamentally good, clean, the mechanics of the kicks are good, lovely. Okay, the last 20% is effort, energy and drive when you're up at the top level. We need to see that you want it, okay? But it's no good wanting it if your technique is not up to scratch, okay? So basics, we're going to do some stuff. Okay, now, sorry. So I went out in the garden, I finished up the job this morning, I think I got mud in my ear, that's why I was scratching. Okay. Right. A nice little tangent. So, what we're going to do is, the other day we went through basic kicking. I want to kind of recap it, but I'm going to give you an extra drill that can kind of help. Okay, now this is something we used to do a lot. You'll see how it links to what we've just finished doing, our basics, especially black belt basics. Okay, now this is what I want you to do. If you're doing this at home, we are going to throw, just at the start of 10, a front kick. Okay, so we're going to go kick, down. Okay, and it's going to be a traditional kick that we do in lines, 4 gradings. Okay, so we're not going kick forwards, we're not on the move, we're not doing freestyle. Okay, kick and back. Okay, what I always do is this, you know, throw that kick, put it down, and then throw a reverse punch. Okay. You will notice this reverse punch from when we did our basics a moment ago. Chop punch, Sudamaki, Pandai Churugi. Okay, then we did some black belt bits. Okay, Chuki Maki, Pandai Churugi, Chundan Maki, Pandai Churugi. Okay, this is effectively Apchagi, Pandai Churugi. Okay. The reason I want you to have a little go at this, and this is a slightly unusual drill, we don't do this a lot in classes, not until you get to high grades, is because what a lot of people do is they're really bad at their landing footwork. Okay, they'll start in a really nice guarding stance and they go kick, and their kick just falls out of the sky. Okay, or they'll go kick and they put their feet next to or together. Okay, which is really just sweep it, so get out of that habit. Okay, and then they'll step back and it's wrong. Okay, and then when they're at graded and stuff, they get in a mindset. They okay, I know what I'm doing now. Kick back. And then other times you catch them when they're kicking, say, pads. So they're with a partner, when we're allowed to be with partners. Partner's holding a target and they're going kick down, and the footwork is terrible. Okay. Get used to good footwork. Get used to being in a good position to do your next move. And a reverse punch is a good one to start with. So what we're going to do is we're going to go kick. We're going to put it back, and we're going to throw a traditional. But even notice I've dropped that hand to my rib. Yeah, very much basics pattern kind of punch that. Okay, rather than punching from jaw, which I should. Yeah, but you get the idea. Okay, kick, punch. You put your foot down, it locks in, and then you push your hips and shoulders into your punch. It's a traditional way of getting you to at least have decent footwork. Okay, I'm going to throw a couple from the side just to see what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is what I hate. That kind of stuff. When really, it's what I'm after, yeah? Kick down into a guard, but you're in a good position to push, okay? I want to be able to go land and still be in a position to go forwards. If I'm going kick here, that's what I've got. Just tip like a teapot, okay? You'd have to then readjust to go forwards, which takes time, energy, and if your opponent's any good, if you go kicking down, they'll just take your feet out from under you. Land well, so you've got something else. Okay, but like I said, it's a traditional way of doing this. This isn't not kickboxing, yeah, but the premise is there. Okay, kick down, put yourself back in your guarding stance that you started in a good stable position, so you can make good decisions for your next move, and they can be effective, okay, within what we do. Okay, hands up. So front kicks first. Up Shaggy goes back, Pandai Chirudi. Okay, front kick punch, and if you don't trip over the mats. Or one kick and back. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah. Okay, easy peasy stuff. Now, if you want to see this sort of drill done with a certain kick, please stick it in the comments now, and I'll read it in a second, after I've done the basic few. So shoot me a kick, give me a kick. If it's in our syllabus, brilliant. If it's not actually in our syllabus, I don't know what it is, I'll try with that as well, be my guest. Okay, no 540 heel kicks, I'm not quite there yet, sorry. 360 maybe, but 540 no. Okay, next one. I want to go and kind of jump up the scale a bit and go for a heel kick or hook kick. It does not matter for what we do anyway, whether you do a step up version, which isn't in our syllabus but a lot of people do when they hit pads, or a back leg version. Because when we do heel kick, along with senior level round kick and senior level side kick, we do the kick and the land forwards anyway. It is different from, say, front kick and a basic back kick. Okay, so we're going to hook kick, and we go down, okay? Because this is one where we'll do the kick and want to make progress. The reverse punch turns up when we hit the floor. Not hit the floor, but when our foot hits the floor. When we hit the floor, it's a bit different. Okay, so we go hook, down, and that punch needs to be loaded, okay, when we hit the ground. Okay, and we go in there. Okay, what I don't want people doing is going hook, yeah, feet together, rubbish, okay, or sweeping it. I mean, it looks pretty. If I go hook and then put it back, it's very nice, but it doesn't add anything to the kick. Okay, and it's more hip work and it takes longer and it's slower and you're on one leg for longer. It's not a practical option, it just looks nice. Okay, so we go kick and down. We want to be stable and ready to go as soon as possible. and then you drive that punch on your landing. Yeah, we don't go kick down. Oh, that was a good kick, wasn't it? Woo, high five. Oh, punch. Okay, immediate. Putting that foot down should be like the pulling the trigger for the punch. Okay, it's got to be immediate. Okay, I'm going to do 3 facing, and then I'm going to turn myself around and do 3 from the side. Okay, but like I say, if anyone out there wants a kick demonstrated with a punch on the end, just because they want to see the application, etc., stick in the comments. I'll give you help, give you a hand. Okay, and 1, there, and 2, and back, 3. Yeah, easy peasy stuff. These ones I'm going to demonstrate this way. Normally I face that way in these videos. I'm going to face this way today, simply so you can see how far I'm bringing that knee across. Okay, I bring my knee past my centre line, kick on this side, then hook it back, and my knee should end up on my centre line. My knee and my hip has got to move for this hook kick. Yeah, I'm not just flicking my foot at the end. Okay, and there I am. 1 and 2 and 3. Yeah, as soon as I'm on the ground, touchdown, drive, not touchdown. Yeah, I turn my hips in to my punch. A long punch, sport punch. Okay. Anyone said anything? Let me have a look. Watching. Quite a few people watching. Nice. Okay. And now I'm going to go in between the 2 kicks. So we did front kick, which is right at the beginning, and we've done hook kick, which is the top end of our basic kicks, our most basic kicks. So I want to do a side kick. I love side kick. I think I've always loved side kick because when this was introduced, when I started learning this, we went front kick, side kick, back kick. And out of those 3, I liked side kick the most. Okay, and then came round kick, and I do quite like round kick. But I think because I could do side kick better, and actually I've always liked side kick, and like I say, it's a really good, strong power kick. It's really good at putting a bit of distance between you and opponent for the context that we use it in anyway. Bear in mind we're sport taekwondo. Okay, yeah, we're not talking MMA stuff. So then the idea of having a couple of footwork options, so we could step kick, we could back leg kick, switch kick for a side kick is a bit awkward, but it's a really interesting one if you want a front leg kick and you switch to front leg. That's quite a neat one. I'm a bit sneaky with that sometimes. Which I'll show in a second actually. Just want to. But the fundamental is always the same. When we did front kick a moment ago, okay, my hips stay roughly square. Okay, when we do that, which means to put that punch on the end is quite easy because I'm already facing the right direction. I'm ready to go. Okay, lovely. When I did the hook kick, okay, I started a side kick shape, but once I've done the hook, essentially because my hip is going that way, it leads my punch. Yeah, or my punch follows my leg and my hip and my waist and my shoulders. Okay, A leads into B. Okay, side kick is a little bit different because I have to make sure my landing is good out of a straight line kick to drive on the last little bit. Yeah, so hook kick, that's it. Yeah, my hips and everything to follow the hook kick. As my hook kick gets out of its own way, the punch comes down, easy peasy. Front kick, I'm already facing the right direction, which I just said. Okay, side kick's a bit different. If I'm stepping, I've got to make sure I fold and get my foot right so I can punch. Okay. If I land badly, again, it's a beginner's kind of thing. I can't do it from there. Okay, if I do not turn my hips back out on landing, okay, my balance is going to be kind of swift. I'm not really in a stance. This becomes close to a horse stance if I squat down a bit. It is not very useful or practical. Okay, not unless you're an exceptional kicker, and then from there you can turn your hips out a little bit for that round kick, or you pick up a round for a hook kick. But it is very, yeah, jabbing from here is a bit rubbish. Backhand isn't going to work. But as a kicking stance, it's okay, but it's very easy again for someone to just take that front foot from under. It's not a very advantageous position to be in. What if you go kick and end up completely sideways on? Okay, so kick, turn your hips back out. For that punch, for that back fist, for that whatever. Okay, but you've got to turn your hips out when you're landing. Okay, so from here, we're going to do 2 step ups. I'm going to do 2 back legs, and then I'll show you the switch step up that I sometimes use in sparring. Or, we'll do all of them. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do all of them twice on their own, and then all of them twice with a punch. Okay, just so you can see what I'm talking about footwork. Okay, so from here, I'm doing side kick 1, down. Get a square with my hips. Okay, 2, and in. Okay, yeah, I want to get ready. And unless I know I'm going to be throwing another kick that's going to lead off for that sideways thing, like if I'm going to do a double, or I'm going to go side hook or something like that, land square, get your foot down, get ready to progress. Okay, so we'll have the punch on, and for 1, and back, 2, there you go. Okay, now we'll go with back leg. I'm not going to bother changing my feet. I want to show that I'm versatile and kick with both legs. Okay, so that one comes through, bam, and down. Yeah, I want to, as I'm heading towards the floor, turn my hips out a little bit, my shoulders, to land in my proper stance. I'm not going to kick, I'm not doing this, and then stepping out. Okay, it wastes time. I'm in a back position, unless I really know what I'm doing or I'm really quick, which as I'm getting older, I'm not. Okay, I want to land well, so I can progress well. Okay, so back leg side kick, 1, down and back, 2, down and back, okay, and now we'll put that punch on the end, 1, and back, 2, down and back, yeah, kick it, draw it, you've got to rechamber, land, okay, now, when we get guys, I didn't hang on to, never mind. When we get guys to practice their side kicks, like if we're leaning on a wall or something, I just tipped on the wall, we do get them to do like full on like piston kicks, okay? What, by that I mean, grounded foot points to the wall, knee comes next to me, okay? My knee points at the wall, lock, pointed at the wall, push, pull, yeah, like a piston, in to come out, okay? Doing them in 2s, 3s, 5s, 10s, whatever, different heights, so they get used to rechambering. Again, another pet hate of mine is people doing kicks going, fold, kick, and it drops out of the sky. Rubbish. Okay, there is, not that I, and again, if you're watching this and you can think of a, you can prove me wrong, be my guest, please do. I love having kicking discussions. But if there's a practical application for going kick and drop, so your feet turn up together, tell me, okay? But recoil, so you can do it again, so you can change your kick, so it's out of harm's way. Again, kick, and if it doesn't recoil immediately, if they hang on to that, you're stuffed. Okay, but if you boot them, and then you want to throw a second, much more useful, much more useful. Okay, so please, kick and drop, no, don't do it. Don't do it, you must rechamber. Okay, kick, back, boom, down. Obviously when it comes to freestyle and sparring, that rechamber can change a little bit for speed purposes, okay? If I go kick, chamber to chamber, here, kick, back, and then turn my hips out, looks really, really good, etc. Blah, 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 blah. No, that bit lazy. Brilliant technique, but it's not the quickest way of doing it. If we go proper chamber, kick, and then 45-degree fold when it comes back in, by that I mean here, 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 so I'm already starting to turn the hips out on the rechamber, it just buys you that quarter of a second, okay, just to help you out a little bit. So if you're interested in speed, again, sparring more than anything, full chamber first, bringing it back, boom, so I'm already on my way into my next technique, does kind of help a little bit. Okay, but for gradients, when we're talking about formal kicking, fold, kick, fold, okay, starts as it finishes. Okay. Now, the switch step I mentioned, I'll go right leg kicking. I'm a good leg, hopefully. So the switch step up that I talk about for sparring is, I like a switch step when it comes to things like round kicks and hook kicks. So when I sort of go switch and then my new back leg comes from a round kick, but it's a shallow switch. Okay, so notice I do not go and my shoulders come round. Okay, I go switch and my shoulders go square. Yeah, so from corner to corner, that's about it. Okay, they just sort of square up a little bit. Okay, because I'm going to go kind of back the way I came. Okay, so when I'm doing that switch, I'll be here, boom. Okay, I like that switch step round kick. Switch step hook kick I quite like. I say we go switch, because they're expecting a round kick. Yeah, from here, they'd expect them to come that way. Otherwise, I mean, this way you kick yourself in the back of the leg, but you take your knee through the gap into your fold shape. Okay, so again, because we're sport system, sport taekwondo, it means that we're playing for speed and we're playing for points a lot of the time, like sudden contact, depending on the age of our guys. Yeah, we're not a full contact club, let's be honest there. Okay, so it means speed and ingenuity and a bit of creativity when you're sparring. So obviously your points are going to be legal, no cheating. Okay, footwork is important. People watch your feet, and if you go like this, they go, whoa! They panic a little bit, they wonder what you're doing. Okay, so if you can immediately have something sneaky on the end of that, yeah, treat them present to a couple of nice step round kicks that they can block every time. Then try and be a bit sneaky and watch that switch. Just confuse them till they catch on, and then maybe bang that hook kick in. Okay, off the switch. Notice I shallow my stance down on the switch, so I'm now linear and it comes round, there. Okay. Now the side kick. On a switch on its own, because of how my foot is here, getting the side kick out can be a little bit difficult. It can be done, because we'll go from here and then, yeah, it becomes like a glide or a push. Now I'll do that from the side so you can see it. Okay, so I'm here, I go switch, okay, but because I've got to really pick my knee up, really fold it in tight to get any push on it, it's time consuming. It's not a terrible kick, it's just time consuming. Okay? Yeah, I've got to really pick that knee up high. Okay? However, if I switch into a step and make my switch a little more dramatic, then that's the kind of, I want to say compromise, but that's probably the wrong word, to be honest. Okay? But if I'm right leg kicking, I want to go switch, step. Okay? But the step becomes almost, because I'm thinking about speed or the power, it just becomes quite a gallop. Okay, so I'll show you that again. I'll do it once more forwards. Here, I'll properly change my feet for this. Get my shoulders round, and then shoot the step up. So I've got deception time. Then I've got the bit where I'm actually gaining range. Because if your opponent's any good and you do this, they'll probably step back a little bit. Think, I'm not sure about this. And then you've got that chase. Okay, quite useful. Okay. So that's one that I do quite like for sparring. Okay, so whoops, do the way around I said I was going to do it. That back leg comes to the front. I properly change my feet, and then I'll hit that step up. Okay, but like I said, because I'm thinking about speed, I'm saying step, but it's more like a skip or a gallop. Okay, you want to move quick. So I'm from here, I go switch up, and then do that little bit of footwork to gain a bit of distance, and then shoot the kick forwards. Okay, now again, getting back to the original point of my kicking bit, that punch on the end, landing in a good stance. I'm going to do two this way, I'll do two forwards with the punch on the end, just to prove the point that even if my footwork is a bit more intricate, I've still got to land well, so I can drive my punch. Okay? There's got to be a follow, there's got to be a plan B, there's got to be a step two. Yeah? Where am I? There. And one. And back. And two. That way. Okay, I'm going to do a couple this way. I'll do the same leg, I like this leg. And three. And back. And then one more. And four. Okay. Switch it. Step it. Okay. nice bit of deception and confusion at the beginning. Give your opponent something to think about. Then cover that distance, getting close, boshing the side kick, land, and then turn out to that punch. Like I say, light semi-contact stuff is what we're aiming at for our guys. Yeah, it's not practical for if you're doing full contact stuff or cage fight in particular, any, you know, MMA style stuff, just because the movements are a little bit bigger, they're a little bit more obvious, and as soon as your opponent knows that you're taekwondo-y, kicky kind of person, they're going to want to tie up and go into grappling stuff anyway. So for that kind of application, not really. For what we do in our main syllabus, hell yeah. Okay, good stuff. Right.